Oh, good Lord, not another one. Who was it this time? Whittingsworth?
Boggins, sir.
Blast! Not you, figure of speech.
Idiots! You're trying my patience. Let me speak to someone who can get things done. Someone who will speak to me politely and will treat me with respect. The next voice I hear had better be courteous and pleasant, or I kill every last one of you stinking coppers!
Sir, if you will, I would suggest Detective Inspector Hector. His people skills are ideal to ensure this situation be settled amicably.
Hector? The obnoxious, troublemaking alcoholic?
I'm sure he'd consider it a pleasure, sir.
Lambert!
Oh, don't make me go out there, sir. I told Philomena I'd make it home by 6 tonight. Alive.
We need Hector. Where is he?
Oh, right, sir. He's likely off solving one of the many violent and atrocious murders Clappers Week is so famous for.
Well, he's your partner. Find him and bring him down here to deal with this shambles swiftly.
Hector, sir? You sure?
Yes, for God's sake! Get me desk! Get me Hector!
What the hell happened last night? Last I remember was doing the conga. With a nun. Or was it a goat? No fat bird lying next to me this time. Good sign. Bit breezy in here. Oh, bleeding hell, where'd me keks go? This mattress has left countless women filled with regret. I often... This mattress has more... That leads to the rest of the station. Let's see if there's something useful under here. Well, that condom's huge. Of course it is. It's mine. It's a special brand. Coach pokers. The ladies ask for them by name. Oh. So that's where the last guy went. No way I can fit through there, but I do see something shiny. A spoon. Now all I need is some cake. Oh, that phone guaranteed some idiots on the other end. Sue bleeding perb. Some half-wit comedians locked me in. Oh, I wish someone had shut that phone up. My trousers are out there somewhere, cold and alone. It's a grate. There's something in there. I need something to pry it off with. Almost busted a nail. That's done it. Evil is afoot. I could use this lace to hang myself. The only thing this net will catch is gonorrhea. Not much left. I suppose I could carry it round and inhale the fumes all day. Sometimes reading helps me sleep. Usually alcohol, but sometimes reading. There's a paperclip down there. Could do as a makeshift lockpick if it wasn't covered in human waste. There's a paperclip down there. Let's go fishing. Let's never speak of this again. If you squint, it looks a little like a key. Can't anyone use a phone in this ruddy station? That did it. That way leads to reception. Glad to be out of here. Now I know how Mandela felt.
Maybe happy hour's been brought forward. Speak.
Oh, thank goodness, boss. I've been trying to reach you for ages. We've got a situation down at Nun's Itch. Some psycho's gone hostile on us. He's already topped 11 of our best negotiators.
Oh, Christ, another bleeding nut job. It's not that Judith Fisher again, is it? I already told her domestic disputes do not always need to be settled with a sniper rifle.
No, it's not her. Oh, just get the car and get over here now, before this gets out of hand. Oh my God, we've just lost another one.
Oh, I guess my mid-morning nap will have to wait.
Right. Step 1, car. No, wait. Step 1, trousers.
Help! Someone! Pedos escaped from the cells! Yeah! Pedo! Pedo!
Shut it, runt. I'm a bleeding detective inspector.
I hate pigs. I liked you better when you was a pedo. F the policeman.
I don't have time for this. Police, I'll need to commandeer your trousers.
Hey, are you a pedo or something, mate?
Perhaps I need to work on my opener. Hey, run! What are you doing here?
I stole something. You got me, bruv. Charge me so I can clear off.
Didn't I see you in here last week?
Yeah, I'm still waiting to be charged.
You can't rush justice. No, I mean, what are you doing here when everyone else has pissed off?
Look, if I go home without getting charged, I'll be dissed off by my crew, yeah?
You'll be waiting a while. Everyone's out on a major bust.
Fine with me. Every minute I spend in here is another notch on my street cred belt.
Everyone else has pissed off. Why haven't you?
And trash my street cred? No way. Only 2 more asbos and I'm top of my crew.
Listen, kid, wise up. There's no future in crime.
Gosh, Mr. Thanks. If I turn my life around, maybe I can be a fat-gutted pig like you.
No, really. I need your trousers.
You need a thigh master, yo.
I'd slap him, but it's too much paperwork. About your street cred.
What would you know about street cred, Gramps?
We give out asbos like complimentary mints round here, mate. You want real respect?
Yeah, bruv. We've got something better.
How about indecent exposure?
Oh yeah, indecent exposure, right? In the X, they call me. Nice tag. What do I have to do?
Nothing. I just need some evidence from you to stick in any old unsolved case file.
What kind of evidence?
Your trousers.
Yeah, that makes sense. Conviction should be airtight. My mum's sewed my name into them. Oi! You're disrespecting my friends!
Not a bad fit, ignoring the smell of urine.
Get back here with my trousers, them's mine!
Let that be a life lesson to you, you little crud. You want a free ride? Join the police. That coffee's been on slow boil since I joined the force. It's strangely oxymoronic. That way. Oh, the smell of clappers reek. Oh wait, there's a dead cat in the gutter.
Hey, sugar. Got the time?
Sorry, darling, there's a hostage crisis underway. No time for a quickie.
A quickie? I was actually asking about the time.
Oh, it's 10:30, I think.
Thanks, fat boy. Now, how about a quickie?
Oh. It's locked. They keep the keys in the lockbox in reception. That goes back to the station. It's a key locker, and the keys are inside. What a paradox. Clappers Reek, the town that took the great out of Britain. I need to work on my pronunciation. There's tricks, ladies.
Slow today. I can't imagine why.
Oh, cripes, I can. That breath could knock a pigeon off a wheelie bin at 200 yards.
Listen, if you're not buying, piss off.
What's the going rate for an officer of the law these days?
Standard rates apply. Throw in an extra £5 and we won't tell the wife.
Wife's dead, you trollop.
Oh, lucky her.
Well, how about a freebie?
Freebie? You're the size of 2 men, butterball. You're lucky I don't charge you double.
Double? You worth it?
I haven't had any complaints so far.
You need customers to have complaints. I thought I told you not to hang around in front of the station.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Inspector.
Like I said before, the underground car park's much more discreet.
It won't happen again.
Could you leave a little more to the imagination?
Most of the men I come across have a tough time getting blood up to their brains.
Who's your daddy?
My father was an accountant named Gilbert, very respected in his field. What's it to you?
Oh, just making small talk. Well, how about a freebie?
Freebie? You're the size of 2 men, butterball. You're lucky I don't charge you double.
You ever seen a mirror, chubbage?
Hey, if it's skinny you're buying, think of me as extra value family size.
Well, how about a freebie?
Freebie? You're the size of 2 men, butterball. You're lucky I don't charge you double.
Okay, what can I get for a tenner?
I can take you round the alley and shout obscenities at you.
Yeah, as long as you stand far enough back that I can't smell that epic breath.
Hey, it's your tenner.
Ah, smell you later.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, sugar. Anything at all.
Well, that won't help her breath any. It's a brick. I don't think I need this brick. The blue beacon of justice. We switch it off at 6. You would not believe how many bulbs we go through in a day. That leads to the alley. Now, it's Trampy Tim. How's life on the street, you smelly deadbeat loafer?
Aye, well, I wouldn't be so bad if it... Fuck, copper like you. Get us a drink or something, you know?
Sorry, mate. I drank all my reserves at last night's party for one.
Drink! I want a drink! Get us a drink!
Your pain is my pain. Ain't nothing that can't be fixed with a crowbar or a cherry bakewell. Here you go, pal. Just what you need.
What was that liquid? What a strange sensation. I've always wondered what it would feel like to be sober.
I was sober once, for about 3 hours. Never again.
I'll turn my life around. Why, I might even get a job.
One step at a time, mate.
1,000 thank yous, Hector. You're a true saint. So long, old friend.
Ah, piss off. I liked him better before. A higher alcohol content than wine coolers. This could be my new favourite tipple. I don't know why they call this stuff mouthwash. I use it everywhere. Nah, there's better stuff to nick in the evidence room. You still short on customers? Maybe this'll help. You gonna spit or swallow that? That girl.
Wanna tag along?
I'm sure I can find something better to do. Well, guess it's just you and me now, Slobjiff.
Jestem szczęśliwa męczatka.
Not after what happened last time, love. Who needs keys when you got a crowbar? Ha! Keys! Exactly what I need. Well, let's shoot the crow. I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Let's see what sort of half-assed repair job it'll take to get this rust box mobile. Huh, I think the battery's dead. And it needs a fan belt. Needs a fan belt, battery charge, and a bit of tough love. I'm surprised this didn't snap under the strain of her thighs. I would have. I'm surprised this didn't snap under the... It's a standard set. You quite finished?
Wait your turn.
This might work. Worked. Now all I need to do is charge the battery.
Back off, sex pest! I mean it!
Crazy old bat. Psycho.
Sicko.
I fear I may have lost his trust. I fear I may have lost his trust. I need to work on... She's taking the bus for a reason. Probably donkey kicked the instructor on her 75-year retest. Calm down, lady. I'm a detective inspector.
Oh, sure you are, perv. Show me some ID then. Go on.
Oh crap, it's in the other trousers.
Oh, pull the other one, sicko.
Look, I swear to you, I'm an officer of the law.
It's the old bill I'm worried about. Nothing but a bunch of lady botherers.
I can assure you that we do not engage in that kind of activity regularly.
Don't come any closer, you pervy punts.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I don't even really like looking at you.
Back off, six-pissed. Lady can't close her curtains in this town without being stalked by dirty Larrys and Peaky Petes like you.
Would you like me to carry your shopping?
No, bugger off.
Do you know anything about fixing cars?
Oh, I'll fix you, you grubby sex maniac.
Could I see that taser again?
The only bit of this taser you'll ever see is the dangerous end, sex-pissed.
You don't happen to have a set of jump cables handy, do you?
You're not jumping me, twitchy britches.
I'm simply trying to fix my vehicle.
You molesters always say that. These parts aren't safe for an attractive lady like me.
Ah, forget it. You probably can't even work your TV remote. Thanks for nothing.
There's a good lad. What is keeping that bus?
Pension grabbing loon.
Lady leering cherry file.
I fear I may have lost his trust.
What now, yeah? Hey, what are you doing?
Piss off, crud. Go home.
I told you, man. I want my aspo.
Sorry, punk. Loophole in the justice system. I have no option.
What loophole?
The loophole where all our staff are pounced off and I'm not a babysitter. Now beat it.
I ain't going nowhere till I get charged with something.
Out.
No way, mate. I'm staying until you implicate me in a crime.
Oh. Listen, I've got nothing for you at the minute, but if I can use you, I'll let you know.
I can live with that.
You're in my infantry now. If I call you, you better come running.
Yeah, whatever.
Now you just... Hey, McBling. How'd you like to upgrade your indecent exposure charge to a sexual misconduct?
Yeah, bruv. Anything with SEX in it has got to be good for my rep. What do I have to do?
See that lady behind you?
Sex pest! Sex pest!
Well. It looks like this criminal finally got charged. Sorry, I don't know what come over me.
No, you wish.
Twitchy! Want to learn how to boost a car?
That should have her running.
Definitely a her. Only a female could make my life this miserable. Soldier crime doesn't pay, kid. Except maybe armed robbery, if you're quick. Her in like an asthmatic donkey. See ya, tossers.
Prowadziła własna fermę.
What's keeping Hector? That terrorist fellow is growing exceedingly restless. I've never met a chap so hell-bent on causing such a fracas. Cracking shot, though. We really could use someone like him on the force.
Oh, thank goodness you're here, boss. Let me bring you up to speed.
Game's over, blood clot. Crawl back into your hole so I can go back to bed.
Give me one reason not to add you to the pile.
Because I'm the only one on your side.
You don't even know what I'm fighting for.
I actually just meant your side of the barricade. I still think you're an arse flat like everyone else. I've got better things to do than talk to you.
What could possibly be more important than the future of your beloved town?
Scraping last night's curry off my toilet.
They'll be scraping you off the pavement if you don't start taking this seriously.
But we can do this the easy way, the hard way, or the very easy way.
I've got a better idea, fool. Let's do this my way.
Damn it, that's the hard way. But we can do this the easy way, the hard way, or the very easy way.
I've got a better idea, fool. Let's do this my way.
Damn it, that's the hard way. Good day, sir. My name is Detective Inspector Hector, and I will be your negotiator.
Finally, polite, respectful, good sentence structure. The voice of a man who can get things done.
Give yourself up. We can still end this without loss of life.
Without loss of life, I've already killed a half dozen of your men.
Yeah, but they was all tossers. My main concern is for the safety of the hostages.
Is it now? How ludicrously noble.
Let me speak to one of them, make sure they're okay.
I haven't harmed a single one. You have my word.
I don't want your word, I want your ass in a cell.
somebody. Why should it be you? Have you taken a look around? Everyone else have leads shorter than their arms. I suppose you're right, and you seem to be the one who wears the trousers around here. What do you want? The first intelligent question you've asked all day. I assure you it was entirely out of self-interest. I have a list of demands, of course. Should I get a pen? My first demand is as follows. I still need a pen. The spine and heartbeat of a decent, hard-working town is its clock tower. Punctuality drives efficiency, efficiency drives ambition, and ambition drives pride. Get the town clock ticking again, shining above its citizens as a steadfast reminder of industry and social order. I don't know anything about clocks. My second demand, pornography. Oh, hold on, I think I've got some in my car. Pornography is eroding the moral fibre of society. Its omnipresence pervades our televisions, our computers, our mobile phones. We're saturated by it. An example must be made. I want the hub of the Clappers Rig porn industry shut down. You don't mean? Yes, the Exotico. You monster! Damn you to hell! My third demand. Besides myself, I can think of only one man trying to do good for this community. Oh, stop, please. You're embarrassing me. There's a dedicated and optimistic fellow running an independent information booth in front of Cottage Park. He has repeatedly taken a brilliant beautification plan to town council for funding and has been repeatedly denied. Speak to the man, find out what he needs, then get it for him. Ah, there's me pen. What were you saying? Those are my demands. Come back when you've completed them. I have nothing more to say. Well, I've got something to say to you, pube. Hello? Hello? Sir.
Well, that went better than I thought it would. Still breathing anyway. So where am I supposed to be going again? Oh, a map, that should help. Oh, now the pounding's outside of me head. And here's me thinking Britain had talent. Might be lucrative if he had any real talent. May I borrow your drumstick a moment?
Fancy a go?
No, I'm going to shove it into my ear for some sweet relief. Ever thought of taking up the triangle?
I took lessons for a while. Too demanding.
Your drum's out of tune.
I thought it sounded a bit off. Oh well, it'll work itself out.
I thought I knew what talent this was until now. I'll pay you to never drum again.
You want me to play you the drum again? Cool up, Lula.
Oh, God. What have I done? Got a joke for you. What do you call a guy who hangs out with musicians?
A drummer. Ha ha. Heard that one.
No, retarded.
Oh.
Hey, you should audition for Y Factor.
Y Factor?
Did I say Y Factor? I meant why bother? Ha ha!
You're not a very nice man.
You make much money doing this?
I'm saving up for knee symbols. Why don't you toss me a penny?
Why don't I toss you in the river instead? Move along, scum.
Enjoy your day, chum.
My ears are numb.
Rum-pa-pum-pum.
This is almost worse than having to touch that paperclip. Remind me not to put my hand in my pocket. Imagine what I could get for this at the needle exchange. Locked. Should have guessed. Damn, I'm good. Bigger on the inside. Well, let's get to it. My God, there's a squatter in here.
Barcos at the gate? You'll never take me alive, you damn dirty Barcos! Oh, who am I kidding? I'm basically dead anyway.
Mind if I turn this off? It's giving me a work-related head injury. Or I could just stand over here. I'll need your help to fix this clock.
You need my help. You need my help. Oh, really, Rosie? I spent the better part of my life serving Queen and country, and the worst part in bowels of this damned clock. Nothing but the rats, this training video, and me triple distilled gelignite to keep me company. Anybody comes to the door, Town Council, Preservation Society, punk kids in their wheelie boards. Now, you, they don't want to know nothing except how to fix the flipping clock. Well, bugger all of you.
Can't argue with a double-barreled shotgun.
There's the door.
Rule number 1. Never touch a crazy man's junk. At least, not while he's around. Here's to erasing our memories via the means of fermented liquid.
Hold it there, young buck. That stuff'll erase more than your memory.
Sounds perfect.
I'm talking about your stomach and probably all the tubes along the way. Take a gander.
Well, I'll be buggered.
Had mine replaced in war. Solid iron. Damn, always like that table. Just don't get any on your hands. I lost 2 fingers just this morning.
Innocent human lives are depending on this clock.
Pah! None of them ever took the time to talk to me, did they? Screw 'em!
Pull yourself together, man. I need you to get this clank pile up and running.
What? Eh? Corporal Flaxer? Elite mission? Barcos? Classified? Port bow? Charge? Retreat?
Oh, this is gonna be tougher than I thought. What are you watching there? Looks a bit tedious.
The make time for safety workplace health and safety guide for clock keepers. Pull up a chair.
You don't have another chair.
Pipe down. Good bit's coming up. Woman accidentally walks through shot.
You must get bored arseless locked up in here all day.
I came back from the war with a lot of hate, I did. I can't go outside or the hate comes out in all sorts of ways.
In another life, we could have been best friends. Did we just drive past an oil refinery?
Oh, that'll be me homemade brewery. I put a brew on about an hour ago. Nearly ready.
Any good war stories, old-timer?
Ah, you don't want to hear an old man jabber on about war. OK, fine. It were dawn. Air dropped into the thick of it, strapped to this very chair. Me and me unit, we're cut off. Cornered. 3 Barcos approaching. Had to smear ourselves with our own feces to avoid detection. hunkered down in a ditch. Turned out to be two sisters carrying their gerbil to the vet. Made mincemeat out of them. Happy times.
Tell me another war story.
It were early morning, February. The big freeze, we called it. No time for imagination back then. Ship had been stuck in the ice for 3 weeks. Cold, damn cold. So cold I wasn't able to keep me bearings. I have metallic ones now.
Right bugger going through airport security, I'll bet.
You wouldn't believe.
Tell me more about the war.
Dawn, North Atlantic. We were deep behind enemy lines. Just spotted a large shoal of cod off the starboard bow. And then out of nowhere, an Icelandic trawler appeared. It were bearing down on us. No hope of avoiding them, had to engage. Oh, I still get flashbacks. Night time's the worst. I can still taste the salted snacks that they offered us during heated negotiations.
What war was you in anyway?
You what? All of them, bucko.
Any more war stories?
It were night. I remember that much.
Best story ever. What happened to your legs?
Official Secrets Act prevents me from giving any details.
Any more yarns?
What are you, a Borco spy?
So, after the war, how'd you end up here, in this clock?
Well, tanks, clocks, they're all the same on the inside, really.
What's wrong with this clock?
30 years ago, lightning struck that tower and it hasn't run since.
Were you in here when it happened?
Yep, fried me cable. Thank God for this VCR.
Have you tried fixing it?
Clappers Leak Preservation Society always banging on at me to fix it. I told him, you try taking a net cutter to the chest, then see if you feel like fixing the bloody clock.
So, now that we're chums, what would it take to get this clock working again?
When the lightning hit, it blew the minute hand and the X clear off.
What do you need to fix the minute hand?
A new one.
I mean, what's it need to look like?
Any bit of metal about 6 foot long should do it. Bit of ornamentation never hurt either.
Tell me more about this X.
You know, the bit of clock between the 1X and the X1.
Oh, the Roman numeral 10, you mean?
No, the flippin' X. Who's the clock expert here?
Why don't I see what I can do?
You go find me some parts, and then maybe we'll talk.
Who cares about Clapper's Reek? I do, and you do too. Your donation could make all the difference.
Who's he talking to?
Sir, yes, you there, sir. Welcome. Haven't seen you around these parts before.
My visits usually occur at 9 with a forensics team.
Ah, so you're a local then.
As much as I like to admit it.
Spare some change to save Clapper's Reek?
No thanks, Chugger. I've already spent the whole day trying to save Clapper's Reek.
Me too, fellow citizen. Have a great day.
What are these?
Ah, glad you asked. That's an information pamphlet. Everything you never knew about Clappers Reek.
There's nothing I don't know about Clappers Reek. In fact, there's plenty I wish I didn't know.
Ah, well, this is just the good stuff.
No wonder it's so small.
Clappers Reek is rife with history. Read about the statue in Cottage Park. Follow the architectural brothel tour. The story of the Great Fire of last Tuesday. The ceremonial ringing of the mayoral beer mat. The annual pheasant kick. Willie's Waggle. Pickpockets Row. Seamus's Grotto.
Enough! If I take one, will you shut up?
Sure.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Hi there. I've got a little something for you.
What, me?
Yes, you, sir. Come on over.
What's this?
Don't tell me you've never seen one of these around town. It's a Who Cares badge. Everyone's wearing them.
It's not exactly inspirational, but strangely appropriate.
Who cares about Clappers Reek? You do. Wear it with pride.
Have you got any bugger off badges?
Fresh out.
That leads into the park. That leads into the park.
Have an absolutely super day.
Bite me.
No way, ho. That baby ain't mine. Hey! Where's you going, fat boy?
Go catch a bus, short ass. I'm here on business.
You fugly? What kind of business? Because I'm thinking we could make it our business.
If we're gonna do business, one of you's gonna have to translate.
Now, I'd stab you, but I don't want to get your blood all over my new trainers, yeah?
Yeah, thanks, boys. You've got a bright future ahead. Not bad, Picasso. I like how you use the universal elements to portray your adolescent struggle with aspirationalism and apathy.
You what? It's the Willie our balls.
Exactly. You should apply to the Arts Council for Creative Industries funding.
I tried, didn't it? I couldn't figure out the application form though.
I know. More like the Arts Council, right? LOL.
Don't try to identify with us, old man. You stuck at it.
Not bad, Picasso. I like how you use the universal elements to portray your adolescent struggle with aspirationalism and apathy.
You what? It's the Willie our balls.
Exactly. You should apply to the Arts Council for Creative Industries.
I tried.
I know.
Don't try.
I can't combine. Well, those things together, not... A tenor says the little guy's in charge. Would you young gentlemen kindly relocate to a different part of the public thoroughfare?
Faff off, Toppo. This is a public place, LOL.
Fizzy, drizzle, turkey, twizzles, muzzle, fuzzles.
What you just say, mate?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Man, what you want? I want some, LOL.
Haven't you toddlers got something better to do?
Nah, it's not a good time unless we get smacked out of our heads, innit? Lack of imagination, blame the media and that.
I can help with the head smacking bit if you like.
No thanks, Pops. We's looking to smack our heads from the inside, yeah?
I don't have a problem with that either. What sort of good time are you looking for?
We're looking to partay.
Fancy dress, is it?
Come on, Pops. You knows what we means.
Why can't you just go to be sullen somewhere else?
'Cause we likes it here.
Why?
'Cause you don't like that we likes it here, that's why.
I can't take any more of your text-based youth slang.
ROTFL.
PTFOAGFAP PF.
Ah, shit, bruv. That was a bit harsh.
Why don't you kids go find a rave?
Hell yeah, we would, but we's a little short on snacks.
What, like pick and mix?
Nah, bruv, you know, rave biscuits and that. What you got?
Kids, take it from Uncle Hector. You don't need to get buzzed to have a good time.
Yeah, what else is to do in this town, though?
Free running?
What? Like jumping off buildings and that?
Well, there's a good 3-story block of flats across the street I can suggest for beginners. Catching tadpoles down at the pond?
More like the pong. Have you even seen it lately?
Yeah, the only thing you'd catch there now is typhoid.
Yeah, and maybe a turd, LOL.
Table tennis down at the community centre?
Nah, we burnt that last week.
Come to think of it, getting buzzed does help a bit.
See? Told you. Now, go join a gym, lass, LOL.
Peace out, my homos.
Ha! Think you mean homies, LOL.
Do I really? Nah, can't be asked. What are you, an idiot? Hello? No response. Dope to the eyeballs. Well, at least he's got a nice place to sleep. Now you're just... What are... No response. You remind me of my past.
No, all you gotta do is bring the cash or bring the thing. Do we have a deal? Oh, I gotta go. I think George Michael just walked in. Details in the first stall. Talk soon.
Oh, what's taking that guy so long?
Don't rush me. I'm giving birth to a brick here. I can't go if you're hovering like that. Occupied. Occupied.
I can't combine those things. Nah, can't be asked. Well, those things together. I've had enough toilet exploration for one day. I went before I left the station. I went before I left the station. I swear that turd is following me round. I've seen it 3 times now. I'll leave you to it. Hope everything comes out okay. Hey! Guess he finally passed that stone. Here I sit, broken-hearted. No, that can't be it. Hang on, this looks promising. Bring 25k in small bills to the bush out front of the public toilets. For identification, I'll be sporting a distinctive hairstyle and holding a red designer handbag. You want the thing? Bring the cash. Don't be late. Well, that's very descriptive and convenient. Sounds like a good opportunity to make a bit of cash. I just need a distinctive hairstyle and a red handbag. Well, if it isn't Blind Alley, and in front of the pawn shop, no less.
By the overwhelming whiff of body odour, ethanol and prawn curry, I must be in the presence of Inspector Hector. Back again, are you?
What's in the bum bag today, you depraved, lecherous perv?
Oh, you know, the usual.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yep, you know it.
Promises. Blind Alley, long time no see.
Yes, I have indeed been visually impaired for quite some time now.
What brings you to the Exotico today?
Exotico? I thought this was St. Martyrs of the Ephemeral Rosary.
Oh, cut the crap, Ali, you practically live here.
Just joshing. Joke never gets old.
Your disability must be something of an hindrance, given your weakness for filth.
You would be surprised at just how much the porn industry caters to the visually impaired.
Really?
Oh, yes. Audiobooks, Sex Box Live, Itch and Sniff, Play Braille, Liquorvision 4D.
Hey, so long as the guide dogs stay out of it.
The latest multi-sensory edition of Lady Slapperly's Blubber was an oral sensation.
What's new in the world of naked flesh?
New shipment in today. Feelish, flop to poppers, you name it, plus a wax replica Jill Jiggles crotch.
I'll have to see those for myself.
See? You lucky dog. I'd give my third nipple for just a sniff.
Why aren't you in the shop?
Oh, filthy rich kicked me out mid-muscle tussle.
Thought you were alone in the shop again, did you?
You would not believe how often that happens.
See you around.
Don't rub it in.
Filthy rich. The hub of the Clappers Reek porn industry. Well, he's not really the centre, but we call him the hub because he's large enough for things to rotate around him. Hey, Rich, still peddling silicon-enhanced pipe dreams to the pathetic local palm jockeys.
Hey, a good thing you stopped by. You're 2 payments behind on your Razzle subscription.
Oh, right, yeah. Thanks for the reminder. Hey, guys, what you watching? Have you lost weight?
No, if anything, I've been feeling out.
How's business in this troubled financial climate?
You'll be surprised. We're selling like a Viagra-flavored hot cakes. In a recession, the first extraneous item to be cut from the budget is the girlfriend.
Planning any vacations soon?
Why would I? When you love what you do for a living, why take a holiday?
But everybody needs a break now and then.
Truth is, I hate flying. They make me buy the old road.
Any chance of going on hiatus due to lack of funding?
Not a snowball's a chance in Gil Giglitz, bella fondamente.
I've got some bad news for you, filthy rich. I've got to shut you down.
What? But Hector, after all of the years you've been coming here.
Sorry, Rich. Coming in here twice a week since I was in grammar school. I was just gaining your trust.
Oh, Hector, you joke. Of course you joke. I do nothing wrong.
Police, this is a raid. This smut merchant's is now closed.
Under what charge?
Illegal backroom organ transplants.
What? Where's your evidence?
You've got a back room, the prosecution rests.
It'll never stick.
Stand aside while I go through your office.
What for?
So I can find something to shut you down with.
No chance, Hector. You'll find more shady dealings down at a local parish than here.
I see the usual array of slack-jawed cob jockeys glued to the old toss-box there.
My troopers, then. First one's in, the last one's out. Where would I be without my loyal punters?
Beef mart. What's on the TV today?
Murder Most Moist 11. A classic. The boys seem to be enjoying it, eh?
Can't tear him away, can you?
You should have seen them chuck a wobbly when the VCR cut out during shaving Ryan's privates.
I'll be all over this place like white on a lactating polar bear.
You know, a man from the council came to shut me down once. Ended up giving me a certificate of excellence.
You're joking?
Left with a year's subscription to 40 Fat and Filthy and a Ladies' Choice multi-pack for the wife.
Just loitering, thanks. I don't even know what half this stuff does, or where it goes. Nice rack. Nice rack. Nice rack. Hey, a VCR. Haven't seen one of those since Meeks had hair. Hey, a VCR. Haven't seen one of those since Meeks had hair. Ménage à moi. Realistic skin, realistic hair, realistic cold dead expressionless eyes. Says 12 different alluring and provocative phrases. Nice lamppost. You've been a regular at Exotico for some time now, haven't you?
You bet. The loyalty card was my idea.
Got any dirt on Filthy Rich?
Let me tell you something. Filthy Rich is nothing but a nickname.
What do you mean?
I've never heard the man do a dirty deal. He's cleaner than the Pope's internet history.
What if I wanted to get into his office?
Sure. Straight through the door behind the counter.
Oh, the one blocked by both a steel door and a near-spherical pink bastard.
I didn't say it was easy.
You know how to get past the security door behind the counter?
A matter of fact, I know the code.
You what? Give it to me.
Well, Blind Alley got something you need, so what can you do for Blind Alley?
I can rip out your vocal cords and strum them till they vibrate the code.
They tried that on Fringe. Scientifically impossible. Blind Alley needs a favour. I'm bursting for a little companionship.
Okay, but I'll draw the line at mouth kissing.
Not you. Hell, Hector, even I have limits.
Thank God.
Look, just get me something from inside. Something tangible.
Tangible? What, like one of those orange smelly soaps?
Come on, Hector. Get me something a man like me can really appreciate, if you know what I mean.
Oh, the things I do in the name of justice. Who could pass this up? Pays to be prepared. The finest free lubricant money can buy. Here you go, Ali. Something tactile, as promised.
What, lube? Oh, you're joshing. I've already got a whole bum bag full of the stuff.
Oh. I don't even know what half this... Your finest sex doll, please. Money is no object.
You be after the ménage à moi. She don't come cheap.
Put it on me tab.
She don't come free either.
How much for the ménage à moi?
More than your police salary and your entire collection of bits and pieces monthly.
That much, huh?
She's out of your league, friend.
What about a pre-loved ménage à moi?
None in stock at the moment. Second-hand love dolls move surprisingly fast.
Some men like a lady with a bit of experience.
No argumente with the full satisfaction of your money back guarantee, eh?
Just loitering, thanks. It's some kind of security panel for the staff door. What's he hiding back there? Do you know anything about this turd nugget?
I've been compiling notes towards building a complete character profile of the suspect.
Should be good.
I really think I'm close to a breakthrough.
Description?
16 to 84 years old, first language English, likely male though, possibly female.
Oh, that narrows it. So, it could be anyone except your gran.
We haven't ruled her out.
Keep up the work.
Will do, boss. Pop back later. I may have a few more insights.
Oh, more insights. I'll be sure to stop by. Nah, can't be arsed. That's Chief Superintendent me. Why the hell am I here?
Ah, Hector. I do hope you don't mind being pulled off your current case.
No worries. I polished off the last bottle of my current case last night, in fact.
Jolly good then.
we made any progress?
So far, we've come up short. Nobody's lived long enough to get any information out of him.
Can't we just throw some money at this worm fart?
You're referring to our we negotiate with terrorists policy.
We usually drop trout quicker than a sailor on leave in these situations.
Well, you know, normally I'd jump at the chance to hand over a large sum to make this all go away, but the budget's a little pinched at the moment.
I thought we had some sort of terrorism slush fund.
Yes, about that. I'm afraid the slush fund was eaten into slightly by last year's policeman's ball.
Sweet Jeremy tap dancing Christ. A jar of pocket change?
Those chocolate fountains don't come cheap.
Well, what am I meant to do with this? Tempt him down to the Palladium for a few goes on the tuppenny nudgers?
I'm sure you'll use it to the best of your ability. There's a good chap.
Here is a donation to what I believe the restoration of an equitable social climate in Clappers Reef is worth.
22p. Thank you, kind sir. And here's a little something for you.
What are these?
Clappers Reef breath mints. Dissolves on your tongue, makes your breath sweet as the song of the clapperfinch.
I am never eating one of these. White, round and dissolved on your tongue. Usually I confiscate stuff like that. Hey, boys. You still looking for a bit of mind-altering tablet-based entertainment?
Huh? We don't want nothing from you, copper. You trying to set us up? Go commit your hate crimes somewhere else.
Shame. I had a few items from the evidence room I was looking to offload. But you little boys probably couldn't handle it.
Whoa, hold up. What you got?
Oh, never mind. Just the latest party experience.
Hold up, bruv.
Sorry to bother you.
I said hold on. Let me see those again. Yeah, mate. I done these before. They're called...
Nope.
Knob, yeah, mate, I take knob all of the time, it's wicked, makes you like all full and that.
Hey, I'm not interested in your life story. You want this or not?
Yeah, we's interested, hand them over.
Careful, lads, those things are curiously strong. Blow your heads off. Well, clean up your sinuses at the very least.
Rip it up, boys, let's go, mental, chicken oriental. Knob, we love knob.
Oh, Knob's great. I love Knob. Knob's wonderful.
Right, now I know why some mammals eat their children. That runt dropped his art supplies. Red, my favourite colour. Well, those things together? Not bloody likely. I never understood this statue. Now you're just being stupid. There you go, pal.
What the hell? That's my coffee.
Well, buy yourself another one. There you go, pal.
What the hell? That's my coffee.
Well, buy yourself another one. Notice. I can't combine those things. What are you? Now you're just being stupid. Nah, can't be asked. What are you, an idiot? I can't combine those things. I'd like to purchase the
The ménage à moi?
Don't insult me.
Do you understand? Smooth, flawed, self-inflating, self-cleaning. Hair where you want it, none where you don't. This ain't no baby's toy, hotshot. This is the real thing. How much would you say something like this is worth?
I was hoping to get it on credit.
Ha! Why don't I put your name down for a free copy of Underpants Digest?
Never mind. He don't need any more cash, he's filthy rich. I'd like to purchase the Well, was I?
Ha!
Never. Well, those things together, not bloody likely. Well, maybe after work I can tag a train.
Any requests?
Do you know, get out of my...
I don't accept lifts from strangers. Any requests?
You know I have the tiger?
Absolutely.
And here's me thinking Britain had talent.
Any requests?
You know, I'm bad.
I'm bad.
You know it. You know.
I know. Any requests?
You know, Land of Hope and Glory.
I'll give it a whirl. Any requests?
You know, Don't Stop Believing.
I do indeed. Any requests?
Do you know Toccata and Fugue in D minor?
Coming at you. Any requests?
Do you know you're a talentless moron?
The Michael Bublé or the Will Young version?
Either.
Sure. Any requests?
Do you know, Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car?
I don't accept lifts from strangers. Any requests?
You know, Baby Got Back.
I'm playing it right now. Any requests?
You know, Incy Wincy Spider.
One of my faves. Any requests?
You know, don't stop believing.
I do indeed. Any requests?
Oh, please stop.
Got to earn a living.
And here's me thinking Britain had talent. May I borrow your drumstick a moment?
Fancy a go?
No, I'm going to shove it into my ear for some sweet relief. Ever thought of taking up the triangle?
I took lessons for a while. Too demanding.
Your drum's out of tune.
I thought it sounded a bit off. Oh well, it'll work itself out.
I thought I knew what talent this was until now. I'll pay you to never drum again.
You want me to play you the drum again? Cool up, Burla.
Oh, God. What have I done? And here's me thinking Britain had talent. Got a joke for you. What do you call a guy who hangs out with musicians?
A drummer. Ha ha. Heard that one.
No, retarded.
Oh.
Hey, you should audition for Y Factor.
Y Factor?
Did I say Y Factor? I meant why bother? Ha ha!
You're not a very nice man.
You make much money doing this?
I'm saving up for knee symbols. Why don't you toss me a penny?
Why don't I toss you in the river instead? Move along, scum.
Enjoy your day, chum.
My ears are numb.
Rum-pa-pum-pum. Any requests?
Oh, please.
Got to earn a...
So, now that we're chums, what would it take to get this clock working again?
When the lightning hit, it blew the minute hand and the X clear off.
Why don't I see what I can do?
You go find me some parts and then maybe we'll talk.
Nah, can't. Oh, never I can't combine those things. Oh, I never understood this. Well, those things together, not bloody likely. Hey, a VCR. Haven't seen one of those since Meeks had hair. I'd like to purchase the...
This.
I never understood this statue. I never understood. What are you, an idiot? Huh, 6 feet long, bronze, ornate. Looks like a decent minute hand to me. My staff is now greased. Ah, this should appease that crotchety old Time Lord. Swell party. Mind if I shake a leg?
I love you, man.
Hey, I brought you this.
It'll do. Go on upstairs if you like. I'll get to work as soon as my show's done. Still don't mean we're friends, though.
Well, that should make a fine new minute hand. Doubt he'll be needing this. I mean, seriously, a drill to fix a clock. Probably has a set of really tiny hammers or something. Something about this place rings a bell.
Any requests?
Papa's got a brand new bag.
I knew it! He's not just a talentless prat, he's also a criminal. Now you're just being stupid. As you were. Well, those things... Now you're just being stupid. He looks older than time itself. As you were. Well, that should make a fine new minute hand. Well, that should make a fine new minute hand. Nah, can't be arsed. Well, that's one for the video library. Make time for safety. A 6-hour workplace health and safety video for clockmakers. How'd you get up here?
Nah, you know, same way I always do.
That sneaky busker's selling knockoff handbags right under my nose, literally. I saw you selling illegitimate knockoff handbags. Give me one.
I don't know what you mean, sir. Any requests?
You know, Papa's got a brand new bag.
I believe I can accommodate that request. You see anything you like?
Got anything red?
Nope.
Maroon?
Nope.
Crimson?
Just what's out, pal?
Fine, just give me that blue one with the G on it.
Ah, a GG la G. Excellent choice. Your wife will be over the moon.
Don't have a wife.
Your girlfriend will not say no the night.
Don't have a girlfriend.
That'll be 30 quid. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Actually, this handbag is about to be used in a covert police operation. Let me introduce myself. D.I. Hector, Clappers Reek Police.
Ah, on the heist. Have a great day, officer.
A red handbag. Matches my bloodstained shoes. Hey, Rich, something's wrong with the TV. There's no porn on it.
Sweet the mother of Debbie.
Oh, hell, I don't know the code. Damn, he's fixed the VCR. Close one.
You're telling me?
It's some kind of security panel for the staff door. Always wanted an excuse to go back there. What about a pre-loved menage a moi?
None in stock at the moment. Second-hand love dolls move surprisingly fast.
Some men like a lady with a bit of experience.
No argumente with the full satisfaction of your money back guarantee, eh?
Just loitering, thanks. I'd like to...
The men are...
Don't ins...
Do you...
Well, I was hoping to get it on credit. Word of advice, don't stand too close to Blind Alley. I need that door code.
Oh, and I need something tactile.
Oh, please stop making that sound. See you around.
Don't rub it in.
What are you, an idiot? I can't combine those things. What, those things together? What are you? There you go, pal.
What the hell? That's my coffee.
Well, buy yourself another one. That box looks familiar. I know where you live. I'll be back for you. I've got you something. One of them new ménage à moi.
Oh, yes. This is going to be a wonderful afternoon.
Yeah, for one of you.
Yeah, well, why does it smell like the gents' toilets?
Never mind. Just kidding about the doll.
Oh well, back to plan A then, I guess.
I've got you something. One of them new ménage à moi.
Oh, yes. This is going to be a wonderful afternoon.
Yeah, for one of you.
Oh well.
I've already got a pocket full.
The ménage à moi.
Don't ins. Why would I pay for porn when May I borrow your...
Fancy a go?
No, I'm gonna move up.
Enjoy.
My ears.
Rump. Any requests?
You know, you're getting on my nerves.
Hum it for me. Yep. Any requests?
You know, we are the world.
And hi.
Oh wow, he's got enough crap in here to open a stall at the market. Christ, he's finished the bottle. That's strong stuff. Even the vapour took the air off me knuckles. Alright. I'll just have to get him first. I recently purchased this sex doll, but it didn't completely satisfy me.
Let's take a look. From Jeremy's moustache. I can see why.
I demand a full refund.
Oh, absolutely. I can't give you cash, but I can give you a store credit.
Well, how about an exchange?
No problemo. Are you alright with the display model there?
Well, that'll be sufficient, thank you. Is it safe to leave there until I can arrange transport?
I'll do my best to fend off the depraved, deviant porn-rats.
You know how to make a customer feel special. Hey, Ali, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Many happy returns. Do with her what you will. Just don't do it anywhere near me.
Oh, Hector.
And don't do it while saying my name.
Oh, yes.
The door code?
Come closer.
Not sure if I want to stand that close to you. It's amazing. I have the same combination on my luggage.
Thank you, Hector. You've made an old man very happy.
And you have made a middle-aged man very nauseous. Hey, Rich, something's wrong with the TV. There's no porn on it.
Sweet mother of baby.
Now, I'll just have to type in Blind Ali's code. I should have been able to guess that. Uh-oh. Lasers. I wonder if these are the set off the alarm type or the cut you into tiny pieces type. Oh, I don't really want to turn my head to look at it, but my keen police instincts tell me it's a switch of some kind. Here goes nothing. Now, that was a puzzle. I can see why it's boarded off. Those stairs have more holes than my underpants. That goes up to the manager's office. Make time for safety doesn't seem to be very popular. Hey, Rich, something's wrong with the TV. There's no porn on it.
Sweet mother of baby.
It's a hand scanner to open the door. Well, it looks like some sort of high-tech digital hand scanner. No, just one of those handicap door switches. That way leads back to the shop. Filthy Rich's office. There's got to be something incriminating I can take this place down with. Some people dread going to work, but at least Filthy Rich is doing what he loves. An envelope discreetly placed beneath the leg of his desk. Could it be a blackmail payment from a local politician photographed in a compromising situation? Oh, bollocks. It's a birthday card from his aunt. Oh, there's got to be something else here. Well, there's always something hidden behind pictures in places like this. Well, it's not really my style, but you do have to admit it's rather distinctive. A computer. Perhaps an incriminating folder of bizarre sexual acts. Booting up. Still booting up. Oh, jeez, this thing is a pig. Oh, that's why. Windows 95. Oh, what the hell? This thing doesn't even have internet. What kind of porn magnet doesn't have internet? Buggeration. Nothing on here but solitaire. That was a complete waste of time. Man's desk sometimes holds secrets not even he knows about. Nope. 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 Bollocks. My thorough search turned up nothing. Not even a stash of brandy. I wonder if the clocksmith could use an extra one while I'm here, in case his one falls off. X marks the spot.
Here's to our health. So, tell me about yourself.
Aye, I can see the part from here. Those damn kids are still raving on breath mints. Well, this ought to shut that clocksmith up. Let's open up the delivery hatch to the basement. Pain in the arse getting it up that ladder.
Would have been a bigger pain in the ass for me.
True enough. X looks good up there. Bit garish, perhaps. How'd you get up here?
You know.
How'd you get up here? How'd you get up? That sneaky busker's selling knock-off handbags right under my nose, literally. My own mother wouldn't recognise me. My own mother wouldn't recognise me. stuff will burn off me tongue before it gets to me throat. I can't combine those things. Came up short in Rich's office, but maybe his basement is a different story. Gotta be something down here that'll give Rich a shakedown. And what is that awful rank? A heavy voltage cable. Maybe his industrial washer is in for repairs. Dodgy wiring. This socket's hooked up to the mains. That ought to pack quite a charge. Nah, can't be arsed. Okay, clocksmith, let's see if your stomach is stronger than these building supports. Rich better watch where he steps and drives. Ready for a shakedown. Brings a tear to my eye. Must be the asbestos. If anyone asks, you didn't see anything. It's like I've just lost a huge piece of my childhood. If anyone asks, you did. Those guys really love their porn. My own mother wouldn't recognise me. My own mother wouldn't recognise me. My own mother wouldn't recognise me. Now you just... Christ. This better work. Oh, I feel a bit stupid.
Boss, I think that's the guy.
Distinctive hairstyle, red designer handbag. It's him. He better have brought the thing. If he's jerking us around, you know what to do. I brought the cash, you bring the thing.
Of course I brought the thing.
Good, show me the thing.
I'll show you the thing when I see the cash.
Trust me, I brought the cash. Now where's the thing?
Show me the money and maybe I'll show you the thing.
Show me the thing and you can just take the damn money.
Of course I brought the thing.
Good, show me the thing.
Let me just grab the thing for you.
You telling me the thing's in there?
Sure it's in here, look.
That ain't the thing, that's one of them little packets of silica gel.
Oh, it may look like a packet of silica gel, but actually it's the thing.
That ain't the thing. Kimbo, waste this guy and take your time.
Hold it there, Kimbo. All right, I'm ready to deal.
Listen, Featherhead, you either have the thing or you don't. I'm a very busy man.
Wait, I thought you were supposed to bring the thing.
What the hell is this? You pulling my chain?
You got me. I'm pulling your chain.
You know what happens to people who pull my chain?
Oh, you sit and watch while Kimbo attempts to pull my spine out through my arse?
More or less. The end bit varies. Now, where's the thing?
All right, I'm ready to deal.
Listen, Featherhead, you either have the thing or you don't. I'm a very busy man.
You're busy. Let me tell you about my morning.
Enough. The thing. Now.
Can't we discuss this like adults?
Listen, numbnuts.
Who you calling numbnuts, cob jockey?
What the hell is this? You pulling my chain?
I am definitely not pulling your chain.
Glad to hear it. Now, where's the thing?
All right, I'm ready to deal.
Listen, Featherhead, you either have the thing or you don't. I'm a very busy man.
You tosspot, you don't think I'm stupid enough to bring the thing with me, do you?
What are you saying? Where's the thing?
Do I have to spell it out for you?
So you're saying you don't have the thing?
Think about it. What security do I have? How do I know that once I hand over the thing, your monkey's not going to tear me arms off and pick his fleas with them?
Well,
That's right, I don't. So here's how it's going to play out. You hand over the cash, then once I know I'm safe, I'll call you with the location of the thing. We clear?
That sounds fair to me. Kimbo? I'll be expecting your phone call. You've got 1 hour.
Cross my heart. That's just about the dumbest. Ooh, spoke too soon.
Hey, Featherhead, what are you trying to pull?
Huh?
You don't even have my number.
Oh, right.
It's 028 9042 3983. If I don't answer right away, it means I'm in the car. Might get me by text. Cheerio.
I can't believe that worked. Out there, somewhere, there's a guy walking round with a thing. Boy, he's gonna be pissed. I could settle me gambling debts with this. Well, most of them. There you go. £25,000.
No! Say it isn't true.
Oh, believe me, I wish it wasn't.
My dream has arrived. I never thought this day would come.
The day Hector just hands over a briefcase of cash to a complete ball sniffer, me neither.
Ah, Hector, imagine what this town could be if there were more people like you living in it.
Yeah, imagine.
Hey, not to push it, but have you got plans for the rest of that change jar?
Oh,
Hector, you're a true saint.
I really wish people would stop saying that.
In all the years I've been handing out these badges, finally I know the answer. Who cares about Clapper's reek? You do, my friend. You do.
Enough. I've got things to do.
Operation Clapper's cleanup is about to begin.
Where'd he go? What's the count up to now?
37.
All right, Crossstay, I've done everything on your list. If you let them go now, I can still make the lunch special at the Broken Arms.
Huh? You think that's all? Town's fixed now, is it? You do a little spring cleaning and we all just go home. Is that it?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, no, no! I have much bigger plans for this town. You were so proficient at completing my first list of demands, I have a whole set of new ones for you. Now write this down. Number 4, clean the dead scene out of the public fountain. Number 5, have the fountains in the centre of town spell out at least 3 of the 10 commandments. Number 6...
Food for the hostages has arrived.
What toppings?
Mushroom, sweet corn, pepperoni.
I'd like to offer myself in trade for the hostages. I'm testing the pizza as I approach the building, slowly and deliberately.
Did you place the puck in the pizza?
I feel like I'm about to star in a really bad porno.
I'm picking up something.
Bloody stairs! What in the holy living toss? Gold bags.
Should have stayed outside with the rest of the imbeciles.